Hello everyone, my name is Seema and welcome to this video. What are we discussing today? The topic for today's discussion is why is it that our inner circle rejects our growth? Strange, but that is the truth that many amongst us face and have to live with. What happens is when you grow spiritually, there are people around us who will reject us, who will not acknowledge, and will actually say that we are lying uh, about who we have become or where life has taken us on the spiritual path. They go around, some of them have the guts to go around slandering our name also, saying that this is all bookish knowledge and that we do not know what we're talking about. So, there are a few points that I would like to clarify as to why this happens and how to take this in your stride. So, remember that if somebody was lying and somebody wasn't speaking their truth, then their words would have no meaning on the person who's listening or reading from them. Any book or any text that they have written, those words won't make any sense because it's not the truth, it is all fabricated. So that's where you clarify whether somebody has experience behind what they're talking versus not. Now, second of all, why do people do what they do, going around bad mouthing about things that you have achieved, especially on the spiritual path? See, these people are more aligned to the materialistic world, to their ego, to what the world will perceive and their impressions. So, if they're older in age or if they are more wealthy or more worldly, then they want themselves to look good. There is jealousy involved. So they want to be the better one. They don't want anyone else to be in any way or form better than them because they know better, right? They are the smart ones, so as to say. So when somebody comes along who didn't really look like they would have any significance of any sort, especially when they're younger, then there is an ego that tells them to play the game that they play. And also, if they have gone around in the religious or spiritual community, spending a lot of time reading books, conveying their thoughts, mingling with a lot of the so-called pundits, then they feel entitled to be the ones who should be getting that limelight. So out of jealousy, people will do that a lot. Now, why do they come across as somebody who's hindering your growth? How do they bluntly come up to you and tell you that you're no good? How do we handle that part of it? Now, know that that's fine. That's again their opinion. That shouldn't stop you from being or living your own life and following your own soul calling. Why do they do that? Why is it that people give you a difficult time? It's because you're in a karmic contract with them. The contract that you made before you were born, all of us do that. We all have soul contracts. I've talked about this earlier also. And the soul contract was for them to defy anything of substance that you do. So you would either learn to ignore them and put yourself first, or continue to suffer under those circumstances. So as long as you're suffering and they are in control, that was the agreement. But the day you say, the spiritual path is where I'm going to go, and that gives you the strength to be authentic, to say things that are as is, the truth, that is, not being afraid of what someone will say or think or be, then you're defying all the oppression that was put on you, and you're defying that contract that was signed between the two people. So the karmic will continue to do what they're doing, but you have to be smart enough to say, I'm no longer interested in this. I don't want this agreement anymore. I'm moving on. And that is where you have to completely pull out that cord that binds the two of you and ask God that you be left alone and be protected under His white light, so you can continue to pursue your soul purpose and not be dragged down by the negativity around you and the soul contracts that continue to bother you, hurt you, abuse you in certain cases. So in doing so, you have found your own inner calling, and you are not interested or for the acknowledgement that anyone else around you brings to you. So no matter how much they reject, no matter how much backstabbing people do or slander your name, you're not bothered, because that is one person's opinion. And if they go around spreading lies, then whoever is listening to their lies and believing them, that is those people's choice. Those people were never your friends anyways, because they would have, if they were, they would have come and asked your side of the story also. And you don't need a lot of friends to know what you stand for and what you believe. The people who are insecure need an army of people behind them to fight battles. The ones who know what they stand for are strong in their own being. The validation comes from inside, the guidance comes from the Almighty, and they walk on their path fearlessly. So don't be bothered by what others are doing to cause obstacles or build walls around you. You just march forward, break them, break the walls, and keep moving. Let people be. You're not responsible for them. Just take your own responsibility and keep moving forward. Happy that you finally know what is right for you, which people cannot even find in many lifetimes. If you somehow know that you found the truth for yourself, then you're actually very lucky, because there are many people, like I said, come in lifetimes upon lifetimes being ignorant and being kept under this matrix, so as to say, where the outside dictates their well-being, and they are unable to find their soul calling, and keep being born over and over again to realize what it means to find your divinity while living on this earth. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.